Hello once again. I'm going to update you on the progress that my Carnivorous plant collection has made. Wrong way to focus. I have a few new additions, which I'd like to show everyone. So this one right here is Pentheus lavicola. Very pretty, rather easy to grow, surprisingly. So I'm growing this in intermediate conditions right now. And you can see very stripy peristome. I like it very dark color as well. So if you zoom out, you can see it's a pretty nice color to it. Focus. There we go. There's another picture on the other side, as you can see. It's a little hard to reach to. You have another one developing there, there, and there. And another new addition is Pinguicula cyclosecta. It's starting to develop a bit of purple already. Should probably separate those two. It's starting to crowd each other out a bit. But I don't think it really matters that much. And then another addition is Utricularia multifida. We actually have some flower stalks coming up, which you can see right there. And there's another one. No clue how many buds are going to have on them. And then Pentheus Burkii is coming along pretty well. For some reason it got angry at me and dropped a few pictures, but it's still pretty nice. As you can see from that color, very nice. Then we have the Pentheus Maxima Lake Poso hiding back in there. The ferns have filled in quite a bit, so it's a little hard to see the whole plant, but there we go. The peristome starting to develop some stripes. There we go, and pardon the camera shake. But here we go back in there. That's a new picture developing. Not quite ready to open yet. As you can see, lots and lots of ferns. And Drosera binata variant multifida with some Utricularia fork-lobed growing in there. And then we have some open pollinated Sarracenia flava variant flava in there with some Michigan Drosera rotundifolia from Travis that popped up in some sphagnum moss, along with some of my hand collected sphagnum moss of Sphagnum compactum and Male, which is turning rather red. There's the normal one over on the left. And then Utricularia graminifolia, followed by what the main update reasons was for, if you remember these last time, but there's Drosera aloesia with flower stalk coming up, along with Drosera subspecies of South Africa, which was originally thought to be spatulata, but spatulata is found nowhere near South Africa. So there's the flower getting ready at the end. And then, how big of a flower stalk do you seriously need? This one's Drosera venusta. You may be wondering why I'm using clamp lights. I'm about to show you. As soon as I back up, probably going to be on the other side of my room before it focuses. So there we go. That's why I have clamp lights. You can see the flower inflorescence is absolutely massive compared to that thing. It's about a foot tall by now, so around 31 centimeters. And it's a monster. Seriously, small plant, big flower stalk. So if you're going to try to grow this thing in a low terrarium, I suggest you think of an option to accommodate the absurd flowers that come along with it if you want to propagate it by seed. And then, over to the other terrarium, we have a cutting taken of Pentheus alata hairy, red from Dave Evans. Found some scale on the brown cutting right there, so that was removed this morning when I first found it. And then this is from my friend Mason. There's a start. This is Pentheus glabrata. And there's the end. So you can see rather large vine for such a small plant. And then the ubiquitous Drosera capensis, followed by Drosera capillaris longarm. Those are doing rather nicely. I've separated some into this pot along some of Mason's self-made Sarracenia elata by Purpurea crosses, which so far are looking fairly nice from the ones I've seen of his. Then the Pentheus Miranda cutting. I don't know why I got this, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. I only had really 1 or 2 Nepenthes when I got it. And another one of Mason's donations of Nepenthes burbigia, followed by the little bitty baby Nepenthes naga. It's tiny right now, but he will be huge when he's a grown plant, maybe about 3 feet wide with 35 centimeter pitchers or so. With the forked tongue appendage, it's going to be awesome. So let's see if I can actually get a close-up of this for you. He's developing some color. It's only a year old. Exciting. And then some orchids for you guys, in case you're into orchids. Here's something I picked up at the Richmond Orchid Show, Sophronitis cernua. The flowers are an eye-searing red color, almost blinding. So that one's growing rather nicely. I should probably cut back on the watering. These pseudobulbs are getting rather pudgy. Then back over to the other one. Here's another miniature, which I'm rather proud of. Here's Saighe Priscilla. Rather unusual name because it sounds like a Eastern European name with only a few vowels in it. But I like it. It's tiny. He's developing lots of roots. See if I can put him out for you guys. Out of the way. No. Go. Let me get to the base. There we go. Okay. So, here, come here. As you can see, that's my fingers. He's not that big. This is from the form Mike by Self. It likes it fairly wet, so I mist this guy about twice a day. By hand. Once before leaving for work around 8 in the morning, and then when I get back, whenever that may be. My schedule varies a lot. So, back to where you came from. Go back to growing. There we go. I need bigger terrariums. So, there, oh yeah, one last thing. How could I forget you, my precious? Drosera rosiana, pygmy doos. Lots of them.